Hey guys, welcome to Frank's Tech Help from beautiful Waikiki Beach here in Honolulu, Hawaii. Today we're going to be disassembling and testing a Blue Mikey unit in use with the iPod Touch 3rd generation. Now typically if your case has a little trim like mine does down here at the bottom, it's not going to fit at the base there, so simply plug this in. And the reason I'm disassembling this is because I want to see what my options are, see how it's designed on the inside. And for standard recording purposes, if you just want to do a single track of recording through this unit, you can see that my volume level, I'm using a program called FourTrack, and here's where the problem comes in. In order to use the FourTrack software, you have to be able to listen to the first track while you record a second track, listen to the first two tracks while you record a third track. But unfortunately the headphone jack is being blocked by the edge of the Blue Mikey, which pretty much renders the whole process useless. Okay, so in order to search for a solution to this, I've decided to purchase a Blue Mikey and take the possible risk of sacrificing it to the geekery gods or whatever you will have. So I'm going to show you how to take this apart. Now, as far as another solution, I've seen an article online where a guy has taken a dock extender, okay, and you have to make sure it's 30 pin to 30 pin, okay, but the dock extender, the edge still blocks the headphone jack, but it turns out you can cut off the edge of it and do a modification on it to be able to fit the headphone plug in while you have the dock extended, and then you plug the Blue Mikey into the base of that little black box unit. So another option, possibly, is a cable to go into the base of the your iPod Touch and then plug in the Blue Mikey. Unfortunately, this one out of China is not going to cut the job because it goes from 30 pins down to 5 pins. So it's not powering the unit. These cables typically that you see on eBay, make note of this, are like 30 pin to 5 pin, which means you can charge the unit and you can sync the unit with your computer. That's about it. So I'm hot on the trail of a 30 pin to 30 pin. If I find one, then I will post information over there somewhere as soon as I find that information. And the next video I'm going to do will be the actual mod of the dock extender. I found one on eBay for $14.95. It's called iExtend iPod dock extender, and out of California, $14.95 free shipping. You can go search for it. So. But today, for this purpose, just getting to this all quickly, to disassemble this, it took me a while. I had to think about it, I had to ponder it, and after reviewing the outside shell of it, I decided that the weakest point would be right here, and it turned out to be a good move. So I took my knife and worked it down into that little groove. Once it was in that groove, I worked it to the left and the right until this plastic rivet on the inside snapped loose. And then I took the knife down along the edge and then popped that rivet, and then took it down this other edge, popped that one, and then came back to the other side and did the same method, and then there we have it. So it has little plastic poles inside of there which can be glued back together. You can also glue around the outside to put this unit back together once you're done. I don't suggest doing this to a brand new item, but I'm curious and I want to know what I can do with what I've got. So go ahead and pop this out of the casing here. Now it does have the protective foam for the wind protection, the pop and the P sound, people speaking, you know, and I guess for dust protection as well. So we're going to remove this unit, and there's another piece on the other side for protection. Okay, so on the back side of this unit here, let me zoom in for this little bit. We have two directional microphones at the top right here. The wire running down the center is a positive negative wire for this speaker, which faces the opposite direction. So on the front of the blue unit you have the microphones, and then on the back of the unit you're going to have your speaker. Now this is attached to the speaker itself, but I'll flip this up and let you see the little circuitry boards, and you can see the audio cables. Look like good quality, not the cheap plastic coated new stuff that they came out with, but pretty good heavy duty wire in the back of the unit there. And then I don't know if I can get in closely enough, but you can see the They do use some of the micro wire. Oh, let me back off just a little bit. Alright, so they do use a little bit of the micro wire to make the connections for the pins on the inside of this unit. So, okay, so the other part of this demonstration or experiment that I've invested my personal hard money into is that I wanted to see that if it was possible to use the Blue Mikey in combination with FourTrack and my headphones. Okay, so if I could prove that it actually works, I can justify spending this money, because I'll have this thing obviously for a long time now that I've avoided the warranty. So anyway, so now here's the trick. We want this track to play back through the headphones while we're recording. That's the whole game here. So I'm going to hit the play button first off, and I actually do have the audio coming through my headphones, which is exactly what I was going for. So now that that's done, let me go ahead and record the second track. Okay, so let me stop that. Now I want to do a playback. And let me see if you can hear this. Okay, so it is successful. It works. So the Blue Mikey can be used in combination with your headphones with the iPod Touch. Now the trick to activating this is, once you're done, just unplug. Make sure you back out of the application before you unplug anything. If you plug the headphones in first and then you plug in the Blue Mikey, there's no power. Okay, make sure it's all the way in. There's no power. Okay, so the trick is you have to plug in the Blue Mikey first and then plug in the headphones. So let's plug in the Blue Mikey. So there we have the power. Give it a second, you'll hear a little click out of it, and then plug in headphones, and we still have power to the Blue Mikey. Let's go back into FourTrack, and there we have our vocal. So the trick is Blue Mikey, then the headphones, then open FourTrack, and it should work. So now that I've opened this up and you see the inside of this, the possibilities are pretty much endless. You could put an inline headphone jack in here to plug in your own headphones if you want. You could possibly wire a microphone input left and right out of this unit to do external mics if you like. So, you know, you could expand upon this pretty much any way that you want. But for me, it's just testing purposes. I like to take things apart and figure out what I can do and how I can modify things. So, but the best overall is the hunt for the 30 to 30 pin cable, which seems to be elusive for some reason. I'm not sure. You know, Apple has a lot of different restrictions and various cables and, you know, what they're used for and everything. So that's probably going to be your best overall solution. But I basically wanted to take this apart and show you guys the inside workings of it, because I was not able to find any information on what the inside design of this was, and now you have it. So the possibilities are endless, and if you're really technical, you could clip the wires down here and solder in your own cables and make an extension for this that pops out of the base of the unit itself. So anyway, that's what the inside of it looks like, and I just wanted to give you guys a view and just some ideas that I'm kicking around. If you guys have any ideas on how to modify and what you would like to do if you had the chance, then post me a comment, man. So anyway, that's the inside of the Blue Mikey, along with the iPod and the FourTrack recording software. So thanks for watching. Hope this video helped you out. If it did, please post a comment. If not, poke bone.